やっぱり俺たちは二人でなきゃ。二人ですりつぶそう。
Okay. Are they about to transform? And if they transform, do they like fuse together? Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Hell's Paradise Season 2, Episode 8, Chrysanthemum and Peach. You know, when I saw the thumbnail for this episode, it felt like it was gonna be focused on Tamiya and maybe his backstory. And then when I was gonna sit down and do my reactions for the day, I was gonna leave Dr. Stone at the end, and then I saw the thumbnail for this particular episode, and then I started worrying that Tamiya was gonna die or something, and then I'm gonna be sad. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just put it at the end of my reactions for the day. So in case that happens and I start crying, then I'll be done with all my reactions. So last episode, they are facing the Tensen. You had Chobe Toma facing JuFa, I believe. And then you have Tamiya and Fuchi facing Tao Fa. Hope I got their names right and didn't exchange them. But either way, Tamiya and Fuchi were having trouble because they don't really know how to perceive Tao and fight with Tao. And Tamiya just like gouged out his one eye. The other eye is blurry already. So now that his sense of um vision is gone, he's now able to perceive Tao, and he was able to save Fuchi and dodge the attacks that were coming at them. But I'm like, they're gonna have trouble because Taufa hasn't changed yet, she hasn't transformed. So I'm like, yeah, you're having trouble. And that's why I'm worried when I saw the thumbnail. But okay, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmeaning, where you can find all the full length and early access to all the anime that I'm currently reacting to and that I have reacted to already. English. So let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay, guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Nah, I'm not saying that. I don't know how you like gouged out your eye and you're not like my eye and hurting, you just went straight ahead and like thinking this woman, oh my goodness, I could never have the strength to do that, to mutilate my own body. I'm allergic to pain. Like a little headache, I want to take a medicine. See, this is what I'm worried about. Usually, usually when you start doing backstories, okay.
自分が見えにくくなる。
That is so true, though.
そんなら一生末永く幾久しく刻み続けてやる。
すごい気迫だ。でもこのまま消耗戦になれば僕らが負ける。タオを見切ることができても総国の効果がなければ相手は死なない。
And you have that, so you need to figure it out.
僕の金なら殺せるが
Figure it out.
タオを扱えない僕では効果は薄い。
Figure it out.
創生とは相手の流れを後押しする水流。総国はせき止める水流。
So is he gonna try to
すなわち破壊直後に総国の僕が丹田に触れてさえいれば効果は同じ。このまま切ってください、タミヤ眼鉄祭。
正直この目で精妙な剣技は至難の
よく見てみろ。そん中に全部あるから。
すごっ。
ほらよちびえもん、朝飯前だ。
ジュ
総国じゃねえとキリがねえな。だが時間もかけられねえ。あれをい
I don't know about that.
先の無造も邪魔なら潰すだけ。よくはこいつに任せてる。それで十分だ。
二人で十分だ。熱くなって一人にさせたな。やっぱり俺たちは二人でなきゃ。二人ですりつぶそう。
Okay. Are they about to transform? And if they transform, do they like fuse together? I don't know.
お前たちは二人で一人だ。他のみんなも家族だが。
みんな送信や同志を怖がらない。千人の勉強も真面目。仲間が傷ついても気にしない。多分死なないからだ。でも僕はタオファが怪我をするだけで嫌だ。
に大切な人がいるからだね。自分の痛みは自分でわかるけど、他人の痛みは
It's so weird to see her so grown up like that.
最初の異変はリエンだった。
彼らは奉公。お前たちはこれから本格的な修行に入る。もとより皆そのために生み出されたのだ。そしてそれぞれ修行を積み他の者に教え合うんだ。リエンから優しさが消えた。
Was he ever even kind in the first place?
フォークを使うのは嫌。気持ちを想像しちゃって。
僕もだ。タオファ少ないけど果物とかからタを補給しよう。数年後メイが城内からいなくなった。理由はわからない。何より誰も気にしていないようだった。一体いつまで繰り返すんだ。じきに宝庫はおろか作物も底をつくぞ。リエンと宗師は何を考えてる。外部外の人間か。
そうに決まってる。
それが嫌ならいずれタオがなくなって皆死ぬだけさ。僕らがどれほど修行を重ねたところで完璧な不老不死なんかにはきっとなれない。どうして笑っていられる。本当に皆おかしくなったのか。タオファの笑顔だけは守らねば。一体なんだタオファ。
蒔絵だよ。外の人間をおびき寄せるために使うの。
タオファはいいのか。それで
全然いいよ。おかしいかな。
おかしくない。もう宝庫と同じ家畜以下だ。 存分に使えばいい。俺たちはおかしくない。おかしいのはこの世界の方だ。俺たち以外の全てがおかしいんだ。これじゃ何もできね
え。いびつで不自然。でもどこか生めかしい。まるで。
Seductive? That sounds seductive.
手のひら返した割には苦戦してるな、兄様。
バケモンの次はお前だ、ジジイ。
名が残る。
命を残せませんよ。
それならそれで。
I'm not okay with that.
貫徹祭、ちょっと。綿毛のような星が原因か。
Is it turning into
キリがねえ。
兄さん。
わかってるが、今は止めんな。はい。やっぱり俺の金のタオはタオファの木には有効。
Oh, he's metal. Okay.
でかい図体で動きも速い。何より丹田が2箇所ある。
So you need to kill both tendon at the same time. First, calm down. You need to work together.
礼儀のねえガキだな。俺は弟の恩師だぞ。
ガキじゃない。お前に恩も感じてない。だとよ。うるせえよ、ブーカ。
Okay.
おのおの殺し合うならその後で。
足引っ張りやがったらぶっ殺す。
そりゃこっちのセリフだ。それじゃ鬼退治だ。
Oh man, there must be an after credit. After credit flag. Okay, let's continue. But you know, when the outro started playing, in my mind, I'm like, this felt short. But then I'm like, maybe it felt like that because they spent so much time with Tao Fa and JuFa's backstory, I guess. But then with the amount of time that there is after, I'm like, there must be something. Yeah, there's something after that.
まであとどれくらいなの？
およそ8里。火起こす前に着こう。ならば馬笛を使う。
馬笛？
え？完全に来てますよ、あなた。
主元様、辺りを捜索していた下人が戻りました。上陸者の遺品とおぼしきものを回収したとのこと。
天山、ケンチ。
そんな、嘘。兄様。
Genji is her brother?
蓬莱へ行き仲間を探す。仙人も罪人どもも俺が殺す。
奴ら増えさ。そのホラは化け物の住処。
So that's where they come from?
うちの主言は来てんだって。
And they're just running after them. What the heck? Let's talk about that the after credit scene first. Did the Ghanaian woman is she just speculate? We know how Genji and Tenza died. They didn't die at the hands of the criminals. They died at the hands of the Tensen. But she's saying it seems like they died at the hand of the criminals. And I'm wondering if she's saying that on purpose or if she actually thinks that they might have been killed by the criminals. Like, I'm trying to see if she is trying to... We already know that Shugen is already upset and wanting to kill the Tensen, right? And the criminals, basically. But then the fact that she said that is sort of like reinforced his hatred and him wanting to kill like everybody. So I'm wondering if she did that on purpose or not. Maybe she didn't. I'm just thinking way too deep into this. Wow, so Genji is her brother. Wow. Okay. Uh, the though she told them how to control the Soshin, I guess, and they went to that giant cave or hole or whatever, and used the whistle and called the Soshin, and now they're riding the Soshin so that they can get to Horai pretty quickly. So now I'm wondering how long is it gonna take them to get there. They were using this kind of measurement Rai, but I don't know what that means. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now the bulk of this episode was focused on Tao Fa and JuFa's backstory. You know, I've been hating this Tensen ever since they showed up in this show. But this particular episode, when it comes to Tao Fa and JuFa, I felt for them. Because it seemed like them two specifically, they are different from the others. They felt more human to me. With the fact that, like, I don't know, just the way they were portrayed during the flashback, it seemed like they don't really want to do any of this, but they are being pushed to do it. You know, like if it was up to them, all these experiment, whatever, taking Tao from living things like the Hoko and all of that, they will not be doing it. Because Tao Fa was crying throughout all of this. And then it seems like there came a point where when after they saw that the livestock were dying and the Hokos were dying or whatever, and that they are now they need to go to lure human beings there. And then JuFa is asking Tao Fa if she's okay with this. And she turns and looked at him with these crazy eyes, like she's completely lost it and that she's okay with it. But then you see her fingers trembling, meaning she's not okay with this. So that makes me feel for them more than any of the other Tensen. Rian he just seems straight evil. And then when he said that the reason why they created both JuFa and Tao Fa is for this particular thing, I don't know, he seems devoid of emotion. Doesn't care. It feels like he's just seeing who he calls family. Like he's telling them that we're family, but I don't think he sees them as that. I think he sees them as tools. Something he can use to create this elixir. He doesn't see them as anything else, in my opinion, based on this flashback that I'm seeing. He doesn't see them as true family. He sees them as tools that he can use to accomplish his goal. JuFa said that he was the one to first change or something or other like that. What caused that change? Because apparently, even with May said in the previous episode that he used to be kind. So what caused the change that he went from being kind to now just being evil and just doing whatever? And now JuFa is like he's the one that first changed, and he sort of basically forced this kid JuFa into an adult. And he's like, okay, it's time for you to start training seriously or something or other like that. Like I don't know. The other seems to accept their life. It seemed like they don't have any problem with it, but JuFa and Tao Fa clearly did. And JuFa's thing is that he wants to protect Tao Fa and her smile, but as time goes on, that smile disappeared really quickly, and now she's basically crying. And I think that's why when after they transformed and the spores were like coming down on everybody, and it attached itself to Tamiya at one point, he started crying. Like it seems like he was laughing and crying at the same time. So I think that's coming from the way Tao Fa is feeling. Tamiya and Fuchi were first facing Tao Fa, right? And I'm like, okay, Tamiya can, well, at first they show us a little bit more of Tamiya and how he used to be and how he had this master. And the master was so strong. Anything that he was doing, he was not able to defeat the master. And the master's wisdom to him was that less is more, basically. The more you accumulate, the less you see of yourself and understand of yourself. And the less you have, the more you're able to understand yourself and things around you and all of that. And I agree with that lesson. So now that he has less, meaning his eyes and everything, he's able to now see the sense, Tao, see it, whatever. But he is still not able to use it appropriately, I guess, to kill Tao Fa. And Fuchi is there thinking, okay, he's losing blood. If it's a contest of endurance or whatever, he's gonna die out before he's able to defeat Tao Fa. So he's thinking, okay, we need to hinder Tao Fa some way. And he's the one that has the ability, the attribute to hinder Tao Fa. So he just goes and holds her. And he's like, okay, because I'm holding her, I'm hindering her. So you take advantage of that and slash her tendon. Just make sure you don't hit me. And Tamiya remembered what his master said, and then he just closed his eyes and just like at her perfectly. But then as she was cut, she was crying out to JuFa, and JuFa was like, who was facing Chobe and Toma. He's like, I'm sorry, Tafa, I let you whatever. And then they held hands, and then they transformed. And Chobe called that transformation Kishikai transformation. They fused together, and now they have foreheads stuck together. Is the foreheads? It's more like you have two heads. Each one is cut in half. And then there's sort of like one half is Tao Fa, the next one is JuFa, and then the one that comes after that is Tao Fa again, and then JuFa again. It's not like the others that have two heads, two heads. It's like, yes, they have two heads, but in whatever, either way, they're fused together. They have they're just this giant tree, flower, whatever. They're just one person. They combined into one person, one transformation. And now the others are forced to team up to face them. At first, Chobe he transformed as well and attacked, but that didn't do anything. And which is like, guys, we need to work together. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna work together, and then we can kill each other after that. I love the banter between Chobe and Tamiya. It was fun. When Tamiya was telling Chobe, you should be thanking me for, or you should be grateful to me for teaching your brother or something or other like that. And he was calling his Chobe some kind of word. Forgot what he said. And then Toma jumped in there. He's like, my brother is not that. And, you know, he doesn't have to be thanking you or something, or I don't owe you anything or something or that like that. I'm like, okay. That was nice. That was a fun combo between all three of them. But the real trouble is in front of them. And they're the... At least Tamiya didn't die this episode. Like I was thinking he was going to. You know, like I said, usually when an episode starts with a character's backstory, that means they're gonna die at the end. You know, that's what happened with Tensa. They showed us his backstory and then he died. So when they started this episode with Tamiya's backstory, and I was thinking, okay, he's gonna die, but he didn't die yet. Hopefully he won't die because I don't want him to. I don't want any of them to die. So we'll see how next episode is gonna go. As much as I feel bad for Tao Fa and JuFa, I'd rather they die than my people. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up with all my previous Hell's Paradise episodes. There's a link to those reactions in the playlist. There's a link to the playlist in the comment section as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. There is no lake, there is no shade, there is no place to hide, so just sit and wait to fly. You got to go dig those holes.